So, ladies and gentlemen, this is a monthly horoscope study of Sun entering in the sign of Virgo today. So, for the next month, starting today, Sun is going to enter in the sign of Virgo. And this is only for the people who are following the sidereal astrology, Vedic astrology. If you are following tropical astrology, you'll probably be like losing your head, like, what the hell are you talking about? Sun has already been in Virgo. No, on sidereal side, Sun is still was in Leo and now entered Virgo. And the reason why I want to do this monthly horoscope for you guys, it's not only for you guys but also for me as well, because I want us to study the Sun's Nakshatra positions. Because see, in Vedic astrology what happens is, if this is the zodiac sign, in the zodiac sign underneath you have constellations, nakshatras working. So what happens is, Sun will behave differently in different nakshatra. Okay, so like right now it's in Uttara Falguni nakshatra, and then after that 10 degree it's going to enter into the nakshatra of Hasta till I think the 23rd degree or something. Yeah, it's going to enter the Hasta nakshatra till 23rd degree, and then after that it'll be in the nakshatra of Chitra till the beginning of the sign of Scorpio. So what I want you guys also to observe this, because this is how you understand planets and nakshatras. You understand the true essence of the zodiac, the sky. You know why they call it as above so below? Because of the fact it's the nakshatras that truly has the true essence. Because see, Virgo gives that mundane outlook of this month. Why? Virgo is a sign that represents the change of season. Why? Because it's a dual sign. It has two seasons within it. It has summer and fall. So now Sun's energy, which represents our own energy, our own Atma, our own soul, is now also changing internally. If you see the seasons out there going from summer to fall, it's also changing within. Our perspective in life changes within. What happens? Because now you're entering into the sign of Virgo. From sign of Virgo to the sign of Sagittarius, it's this one quadrant that is all about work, hard work, reaping and sowing, harvesting. Because remember what happens when fall comes, you prepare for winter. You start taking your crops out. You start storing that meat before, the snow comes in play. So what Virgo represents within us is our ability to do the work. It's our ability to be very precise, detail-oriented, calculative. Because if you're not, we can be in trouble in winter. That's what the Virgo sign represents. This is why Virgo also represents the health, vitality within us. Why? Because it is the start of the point where we have to make sure that we have enough things stored for us to survive through winter. So Virgo being that anchor point shows that this is the start of where your health really matters. So now you will see people will care more about, gathering foods. Like especially now, you'll see sales in stores saying that your snowmobile needs to come, because here I'm in East Coast, it's going to start snowing in like literally 2-3 months. So this is why Virgo becomes this important sign, and especially it's for all the people, for every single human being will have their sun energy being in the sign of Virgo. So we can't really determine what is really happening with an individual, right? This is more for a mundane thing. Our mundane thing is now to start working, start paying attention. Like how Christmas is coming, and really starting from September and fall, you start preparing. The word is prepare. Virgo is prepare. You start preparing for the season. But Sun is going to enter is in the nakshatra of Uttara Falguni, which means right now our basic understanding is to how to make deals happen so we can get those things that we want for harvesting, so we can get this thing that we want for storing. So Uttara Falguni is about doing the work, making contracts, negotiations, finalizing things, signing the final paperworks. Uttara Falguni, it's about going to the out in the kingdom and making sure everything is run right. After sun has been relaxing in Purva Falguni, enjoying the kingdom and its, limelight. Now it's time to work, because now the hard work needs to be seen in order for you to really manifest when winter comes. Hasta is a nakshatra of hands. Using your hands to do things, using your hands to write, using your hands to protect people, using your hands to heal people, to work, to fight. So when sun enters, I think from 10 degree of Virgo all the way to 23.50 degrees of Virgo, it'll be in Hasta Nakshatra. This is the time period where you're going to be doing the work, going out there and maybe fixing something in the garage. Going out there and maybe you have to write a long paper now. You're going to have to put your own fist and do some manual work around the house or in the in your workspace. Doesn't matter if you're a lawyer. You might be in Hasta Nakshatra, where you have to go into the storage room and pick up boxes and big boxes down because you can't find the file, and the person who does this administrative work for you is sick and they can't be there. So now you're using your hands. Now you start taking control of things. So if you didn't have control before on some things or someone, you start taking control of them. So let's say your child is not behaving. Well, finally, when sun enters in the nakshatra of Hasta, you'll feel like, okay, I need to take a control of this thing. I need to get him a tutor. I need to do something, put him in extra classes so he does not or she does not get into trouble. And in the Chitra nakshatra, which is a nakshatra that is of a shining jewel. That is where your work shines. That is where you do technical work. That is where you love to design things, architect things. Not architect things meaning like start making a blueprint of things. That's what Chitra nakshatra is. And it's a nakshatra that shows that through our hard work of our hands, our work will finally shine. So you see how it has that chronological meaning. So especially in Virgo towards the end, we're going to be making the blueprint and future plans to do things. And at the same time, we will be feeling very relaxed, finally. Like, okay, the work is done. And yes, now I can be proud of my work. Now I can actually, take ease at certain things. Now, especially for Aries people, sun is going to be in the 6th house. Which means this is the time of work. Working for your children, working for your education, making contracts and negotiations, solving all disputes in your life at this moment. Perhaps even working towards not only your health, but health of your children. Making sure they're eating right, they're getting their proper nutrition. Usually when sun enters Virgo, Aries people, you will notice that they make decision to either go vegetarian or vegan or start eating healthier or go on some, diet plan. You'll notice that. Because naturally we feel like, oh my God, Christmas is coming. All the parties are going to come and I'm going to be invited. I need to start losing weight. So September is a month. You will also notice all the weight loss ads go up. It's all up there and down here. Just notice it. Start watching TV if you haven't watched it. See if you start seeing all the weight loss ads. Because they're trying to prepare you that, if Christmas is coming or wedding season is coming, do you still want to look like this? Then, for Taurus people, it'll be in the 5th house. So it shows the work will be required for your investments to grow, for your studies to be perfected. You're going to be a very perfected student in this month, making sure you're preparing for all the details, not missing any homework, nothing. All your investments are sound. And just use the nakshatra concept that I gave with each of these houses. because if I explain that, it's going to be too much. For Gemini, it'll be in the 4th house. That means now is a time to start preparing to fixing things within the home, paying attention to what's happening within your home, and you'll be very much inclined towards storing healthier foods within your home. You're going to be very much into wanting to spend more time within the home. Then for Cancer ascendant, Sun will be in the 3rd house. This will be the time for your soul to travel, your soul to communicate, your soul to use its skills of hands to either write or to attain some skills of hands to fix something. But also, most definitely, one will be inclined towards wanting to travel for perhaps betterment of their health. You're working so hard, you'll be like, okay, well, I need to go somewhere, or I need to attain some skill, or I need to write and have a journal about what my life is about. So you kind of like, putting effort. You're starting to put effort into improving your monetary gains, your wealth, your health, because Sun rules the 2nd house for you. For Leo, it'll be in the 2nd house. You're going to watch what you eat. You're going to pay attention to your diet, to what you take in your mouth. You're going to be very straightforward to the point within your speech. You're going to demand budgeting within your family. Like, okay, how much money is coming in, how much money is going out? We got to make sure we got to do this so we can have money during Christmas or have money during Diwali. For Virgo ascendant people itself, this will be the time for your physical health. You'll be like, okay, I need to start running, jogging, playing sports. I need to pay more attention to how I look like in front of people. I know people just don't like when I would just wear these sloppy clothes. I need to start looking more professional and very refined as a person. You're going to become a very workaholic person. Like, if naturally before you weren't working long hours, now you're going to be like, okay, I can work long hours. I can work 12 hours a day if you want me to. I can finish that project. For Libra people, it'll be in the 12th house. Which means, again, for you guys, this is a time to go to foreign places, foreign lands, travel, pay more attention to your subconscious side. Being in isolation, you'll feel like isolated. You'll be like, I just want to be alone. I just want to be a hermit in this time period. I want to engage with friendships that I might have made in foreign lands. I want to engage with them. I want to take part in spiritual activities during this time period. Then, for Scorpio, you'll be in the 11th house. This is the time period where you're going to pay more attention to your friendships, your network circles, your reputation within an organization. You're going to make sure what people think of you, how you're perceived. You're going to make sure if your gains are coming in. You're going to pay more attention to all the bills that are coming in and what money is coming in. How are you budgeting? Kind of like the 2nd house thing. But also, this is the time period where you can also be recognized for your achievements and for your hard work and in your career, because Sun rules the 10th house in your chart. For Sagittarius, this will be happening in the 10th house. So most definitely, this is the period where you're going to make sure that your reputation is to the T, perfect. You're going to make sure you look very professional in your work, and you're going to be very authoritative with your co-workers and your subordinates. You're also going to pay attention to where your career is going in this month. You're going to be like, well, I've been doing this. Is this the right thing for me? What needs to be changed? What needs to be looked at? I was supposed to get a raise about 6 months ago, but it hasn't happened yet. So what's going on? We had a change of management. You're going to become a very detail-oriented type person when it comes to your career. But this is also the period where you can also find some recognition and fame. Then from Capricorn people, this will be in the 9th house. You are going to be more inclined towards paying attention to your philosophical ideas, your religious and spiritual ideas. You will perhaps travel related to your work, or you will travel suddenly because Sun rules the 8th house, sits in the 9th house. This is the period where you will come across things that may suddenly may change your belief system, what you believe in, what you're looking towards. Then for Aquarius people, this will be in the 8th house. This is a time to pay attention to the transformation that is happening in your life. There will be sudden interest towards paying attention and paying details to hidden knowledge, hidden secrets. Some secrets might be revealed. You'll be keeping a lot of secrets with other people. Interest towards occult mysticism will arise. Maybe that's why you will start looking at the things and come across this video. Be like, oh my God, you were so right. But also, this is the period where you're going to be paying attention to your joint assets. Because Sun rules the 7th house of marriage, 8th house of joint assets. You're going to be interacting with your in-laws more if you're married. You're going to be very professional with them. And then for Pisces people, Sun will be in the 7th house. This will be a time where you're going to pay more attention to your spouse, your boyfriend, your girlfriend. You're going to try to maybe even criticize them. Like, well, you know, I don't like it when you are wearing this, or I don't like it when you go here. And this may create a little bit of like, back and forth argument. Because obviously Sun is the 6th lord of arguments and disputes. So because of your criticism, you may be all like, well, yeah, I think you weren't looking very appropriate for the party. And then your wife will be like, what the hell are you saying, that I was looking ugly? And so the best thing here to do is pay attention and pay detailed attention to your spouse, but don't criticize them. Because Virgo has that tendency to have us criticize things. Oh, this is not perfect. Oh, this is become very opinionated. And those opinions are not really that great either. Because remember, a Virgo is a dual sign. It'll change his mind just like that. Okay? So let's pay attention to this so you can understand nakshatras to the soul level. What is the nakshatra? What Sun will do in the nakshatra? Where the soul is going to be really talking to you. That's what Sun does. When it moves, your internal something changes, right? Seasons are changing that I told you in the beginning. That's because your soul is feeling that little spark, the current that is right in the middle of your chest, is not feeling this difference of vibration and frequency happening. Okay? So guys, if you're new to my channel, subscribe below. Again, if you want to know where your Sun is placed, what sign is transiting in your house for your ascendant or your moon sign, for that, check out the links here. Check out my full astrological report, including my books, Astrology, Conjunction, and Aspects at the Speed of Light, including all my consultations here. And remember, my book, Mahadashas at the Speed of Light, is coming this Thursday or Wednesday? Coming this Wednesday. Like, it'll be released at 4 a.m. or 5 a.m. Okay? See ya! Bye-bye.